What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today once again comes from the Mortalis Brewing Company, and they are out of Avon, New York, and this is their Beholder. So they're calling this one a sour ale brewed with strawberry, a blueberry, a blackberry, vanilla, and yogurt. It comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just under 3 months old. So I wanted to feature Mortalis on a Western New York Wednesday because recently they announced that they're opening up a brand new location in Buffalo, New York on Niagara Street, and they're aiming for a summer 2023 opening date. They haven't specified, but they just said this summer coming to Buffalo is Mortalis, and I am super excited, and I'm sure most people in Buffalo who drink Mortalis stuff are super excited because that means they will no longer have to make the 3-hour round trip to Avon to pick up some of their stuff. The new location, based on Google Maps, it said it's going to be about 20 minutes away from my house. So we're talking about a 40-minute round trip as opposed to a 3-hour round trip, and that's awesome. So maybe when they open up, I'll go there and try to shoot some on-location footage. I don't know. I don't do that a lot, but we'll see. If not, I'm going to have better access and easier access to their stuff. So this was the only beer I had left in the fridge from them. I bought this one maybe a couple months ago at Brewed and Bottled in Lewiston, New York, and I'm going to give it a go. So this is basically, they're trying to make it like a yogurt Parfait. If you look on Untappd, and I think Beer Advocate, they specify that this is called Beholder Yogurt Parfait, but it's really not just called Beholder. On Instagram, they mention granola, but they do not mention it here on the label. So I don't know if there's granola in here. Maybe it's part of the yogurt. Who knows? I don't know. But we're going to crack this one open, get in the glass, and see what we got going on here. I'm anticipating this one is going to be pretty fucking good because it's Mortalis, and most of their heavily fruited sours are pretty good. So we'll give it a pour here, and yeah. And strawberry, what was it? Strawberry, blueberry, and blackberry? Makes sense. Yeah, that's looking kind of ridiculous. So do something like that. The head's probably going to rise. You know, I don't want it to overflow. I might have to save it if it starts overflowing. We'll see. I didn't give it a great crazy pour, but a lot of these heavily fruited sours, their head will build. So in the Medusa glass, it looks awesome. As far as this style goes, it has a really deep, like purple color to it. It has about a 2.5 finger, very just like, I don't know, it just kind of looks like a smoothie. It's kind of the head, you have the pectin and the fruit puree remnants and everything, but it just kind of looks crazy. It's like a lighter purple colored head. Hold it up to the light, you really can't see through it, but yeah, that plays the role of something that has all of those fruit purees and adjuncts and whatnot in it. Let's get a nose. Interesting. So first thing that hits me is granola. And like I said, they don't list it on the can. Oh yeah, it's okay. It's definitely smelling like a yogurt parfait. Like you're getting all those berries. I'm honestly getting strawberry pretty strong in here. Definitely getting some blueberry. Blackberry, not as much, but then you get like the granola in there. It smells sweet, but also has a tartness to it. Man, I just want to sit here and smell this. Yeah, I mean, this smells like someone took a yogurt parfait and put it into a 6% sour beer. That's kind of what I'm smelling. It's not like overly complex. It's very simplistic based on, you know, what a yogurt parfait is. You got the berries, you got the granola, you got the yogurt. Yeah, I'm going to pour the rest in here just in case there's more goodies hanging out at the bottom here. There always is, especially with these types of beers. But I don't want to, you know, there's a lot of times I have, the reason why I start pouring these into like bigger glasses that fit the entire beer is back in the day, I'm talking like when I first started, these started becoming hot, the whole heavily fruited smoothie sours and whatnot, slushies and whatnot. I would pour like half of it into a, glass, and then I would pour the second half after I drank some, and I'm like, wow, that completely changed the dynamic of the beer, like the look of the beer, everything. Like all of a sudden it was crazy thick, and I was like, nope. So I keep these upside down, and then I pour them entirely into the glass. Anyway, I want to get into this one, so cheers everyone. Let's see what this one's all about. It's exactly what it says it is, and it's fucking delicious. Like, it's like someone pureed, it's like someone whipped up a yogurt parfait into, you took a yogurt parfait and you made it into a milkshake, and you made it 6%. That's what this beer is. It is medium to full bodied. It has a thickness to it that's pretty big. For the style, it's appropriate, but it's definitely thick. The mouthfeel, I would like a little bit more carbonation, I think. Yeah, I'd like it's like mildly carbonated, like a touch over, like it's mild to moderately carbonated, but more approaching mild. I'd like to see this one more approaching moderate. The one thing I've noticed about these beers specifically, on a personal preference, is that I like it when it has a little bit more carbonation because it makes it more refreshing as a whole. This, it's somewhat refreshing, but I think that spritzy, like effervescent kind of like mouthfeel kind of pops for me and makes it just think, I'm drinking fruit and it just makes it more refreshing as a whole. Like you're kind of drinking like a seltzer, but not like crazy carbonated, but you just, it's more refreshing on the palate. It's very smooth. It's soft. It's pretty creamy. Like if you want one of these heavily fruited smoothie / slushy sours, like the body mouth feels appropriate for what they're, the style dictates. The taste, front to back, it's a yogurt parfait. I'm getting the strawberry followed by the blueberry with a little bit of blackberry, but it's mostly strawberry for me, which is rare in a lot of these beers to get, like, especially when there's like 3 or 4 different berries or fruits. Strawberry usually doesn't dominate for me. It's dominating here and I like it. Again, granola is there. There's that yogurt kind of like lactic acid. So it has a mild acidity, and this is tart, but like not firmly tart, just has a soft tartness to it. I'd like to see a little bit more tart. It's not sickly sweet, but it's definitely leans sweeter. I'll be able to drink the rest of this no problem, but I wouldn't want another one. Like, I say that about these and people are like, well, would you drink 2 in a row of these? Not really. Like if I go to Mortalis and I get like a flight of these beers, usually you're talking like 20 ounces by the time if you get like 4 different ones or something. That'd be like the max I would drink of these. My preference with these beers in general is usually like sharing this with somebody or having it as a part of a flight. So 4, 5, 6 ounces of it. But something like this I'm drinking right here, I can drink the rest of this. I'd prefer it to be a little less sweet, a little bit more carbonated, and a little bit more tart. But this is not one of those sickly sweet dessert sours that is over the top where you can taste the lactose and it's just like 4 ounces and you're just like, I'm done. Like each sip is just like pure sugar. That's not what this is. It has a nice balance to it to some degree, but it definitely leans sweet. You can't taste the 6%. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to these beers in general, I think Mortalis is at the top of the list for me. If not number 1, definitely in the top 3. When it comes to nailing what they put on the label. If they put, like they put in Beholder, sour ale brewed with strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, vanilla, and yogurt, and they're going for a yogurt parfait in smoothie sour form, they pretty much nail it. This is a 5 out of 5. They've nailed it, right? Personal preference is always different for me. Sometimes a little bit better, sometimes a little bit worse. I think for what I'm enjoying out of a beer, this is really good. I like that it's not sickly sweet. I could use, again, a little bit more tartness, a touch more when it comes to the carbonation. That would be nice. I'd like to see maybe even a little bit more blackberry, but this is fucking a delicious beer. It really is. Or delicious, I always like to do the quotes, a delicious beer. So yeah, Beholder from Mortalis. I have absolutely no issues whatsoever giving this one a, we'll go straight 4.5 out of 5. That's where it lands for me personally. I just dig the flavors here. I'm not surprised I enjoy this one. I pretty much thought I would, so here we are. Price point, $25 4-pack at the brewery. I paid $7.50 for the can. Chris over at Brewed and Bottled will go to Mortalis and bring back stuff, and he upcharges a little bit because, he made the trek and got to make money for the bottle shop, and I'm cool. This is $6.25 a can at Mortalis, but I can't buy singles at Mortalis. Chris, he offers singles. So for an extra $1.25 a can, I was able to grab this one. Didn't have to buy an entire 4-pack, so I see nothing wrong with $7.50 for that can, all based on the availability of this beer and what I would have to do to grab this beer if I was going to pick it up myself, and I'd have to buy a 4-pack for $25, and if I didn't like it, I'd be stuck with the other 3 cans and have to trade them or give them to friends or whatever. So easily $7.50 a can. This makes this show, you're probably talking anywhere from $7 to $10, depending on where you are. And it's in the eye of the beholder whether or not you think that is value. And availability is Mortalis. You can get their stuff. I think they're on Tavor, if you can get on Tavor and order stuff. There's some other online sites that sell their stuff. Halftime Beverage, I think in New York, sells their stuff. Some places, all over the country, overseas, they'll occasionally see drops. If you want Mortalis stuff, it's not as hard to get their stuff anymore, but they're a little pricey, so keep that in mind. So anyway, if you've had this beer before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about it. I am not mad at it. I'm actually glad I picked this one up. And again, I can't wait to check out the new digs in Buffalo. And hopefully them being in Buffalo means I pick up more of their stuff to review. I usually do, I'll pick up like a couple of their beers and then I won't review anything for 6 months from them and rinse and repeat. I want to review their stuff at least every couple months at the very least because I like Mortalis. I like what they do. And again, when it comes to these styles, I think they're one of the better ones. So anyway, check back next Wednesday for another Western York Wednesday. Don't know what I'm reviewing, but it's going to be from the Western York area. Anyway, appreciate it. To the next one. Cheers.